Hello friends, this is DMC and this is my quick review of L'Ore's Elegant Roast and Ground Coffee. And on the front of the pack it says Intense Aroma. It's a special aroma lock pack according to the description. It says elegant, intensity is 5, mild and smooth. As I said, this coffee is produced by Jacobs Douwe Egberts. And on the back of the pack it says, why pursue anything less than gold? Every cup of L'Ore ignites a moment of pure pleasure. Be seduced by the new L'Ore, a gourmet selection of intensely aromatic ground coffees. The sophisticated aroma lock pack seals in all the fresh aromas of the L'Ore coffee, which is immediately packed after roasting and grinding, bringing you closer to the moment of roasting. L'Ore Elegant, mild, smooth, divine, exquisitely subtle and tantalizing blend, revealing a divine aroma for ultimate coffee pleasure. It just seems so hard to read because it's just a load of it's a load of rubbish basically, isn't it? It's hard to read because it's so badly described, the coffee on the pack. It says how to make the perfect cup. Use 2 tablespoons of L'Ore coffee per cup in cafetiere or filter machines. Pour over hot water just off the boil. And then we have, I think it is the same but in Greek. And on the side of the pack, it's more Greek. The best before date on this is the January 2018, so under a year on the best before date on this one. It's just storage instructions there, and this was, I can't see the quantity on the pack anywhere. Let me just have a quick scan. Oh, it's 250 grams, this coffee. And this coffee was, I think I bought this coffee in Tesco. And in Tesco, when they first came out, they were all £4. But this week they had them reduced to £2.50 each. So the first 2 bags I reviewed, I paid £4 each for them. But this one was reduced to £2.50. That's why I bought it. I wasn't going to bother with this because I wasn't very impressed by the other 2, so I wasn't really going to try this one. But seeing as though it was reduced in price, I thought I'd give it a try. The only thing is, I did wander into Asda, and for some reason they've got the Elegant and the Intense at I think it's £3.99. And then they've got the Classique at £5. Just turn my coffee maker off there. So I don't understand why they've got a price difference. I'll put a photo up because I did take a picture of it, and I don't know why they've got the Classique priced dearer than the other 2. But anyway, we take a look at the ground coffee. It's quite dark, quite finely ground, a slight reddish look to this coffee. The smell when you open the pack is a sort of dark chocolate, slightly nutty, I'd say a slightly woody sort of floral smell to it as well. It's a really rich smelling coffee, this one. One thing I've noticed is that when you open the pack of these, they really smell really strong in it when you open the pack. And like I say, I transfer my coffee into tins when I buy it, but the smell sort of dissipates quite quickly and it sort of becomes quite stale. I noticed that with all 3 of these that I've tried, is that they smell quite fresh when you open the pack, but quite quickly they will become stale smelling. The taste, it's quite chocolatey, and as I said about the smell, it's slightly nutty. It's got a little bit of spiciness to it as well, which I noticed. It's quite acidic, this coffee. It just it was a little bit strange, this coffee, the actual acidity of it. It was though the experience, it was similar to sort of licking a when you lick a battery, sort of, you get that sort of acidic taste on your tongue. That's what this was similar to. Not as bad as that, but yeah, I'm just trying to describe the sort of experience of the acidity of it. It's got that powdery feel again, which I've noticed with all three of these. They all have like a sort of powdery taste to them, which it's not very nice. So, and like the other thing which I didn't like about this coffee is the overly richness of it. It's just a little sickly tasting. And yeah, it really wasn't nice, the richness of this coffee. I'll just bring the other two which I've reviewed in, which is the Intense, the Classique. The Intense, I think I said it was a sort of Brazilian taste to the Intense one. The Classique was more of a sort of straight Colombian sort of taste to it, and the Elegant, I'd say it's a sort of Latin American, African blend to this one, but really disappointing. For a new coffee, I was quite excited when I seen them on the shelves, but really they are marketing themselves as the luxury end of the coffee spectrum, and really they're just nothing special at all. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend any of these coffees. Go out and buy coffee beans, or look through my reviews and you'll find some good coffees to try, but really don't bother with these coffees. They're not that nice, really. But I'd like to hear from anyone who's tried any of these free coffees, and I'd like to hear what you thought of them. Like I say, really disappointed. I'd like to hear anyone who disagrees with me, really, because that's what the debate of these coffees is about, and like I say, they're nothing special for me. So I'd like to hear from anyone who has a different experience with these coffees, and let me know in the comments section below what you thought of them. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and if you want to see more coffee reviews in the future, I'll just say now, I'm going to keep up with the reviews as they are at the moment, but just to let people know that midway through the year my reviews may slow down. I've got a lot of stuff to do midway through the year, so maybe my coffee reviews will slow down slightly. One idea that I have got is that I'm going to start buying my coffee from online roasters, so maybe I'll slow the reviews down to one a week and get me coffee from freshly roasted sellers online and do reviews, rather than running around trying to find new coffees in the supermarkets all the time. But if I do, I'll still do reviews as well. So yeah, if you want to see more coffee reviews, subscribe to my channel. That was my quick review. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.